Hello friends, let us now learn some important points about the growth. So in the growth, if you see, the growth can be given like, not actually this 1 minute, right. So this is how the growth chart is. So from baby, during that time there is growth, rapid growth is seen, and in childhood the growth is slow, and in adolescence the growth is very rapid. So if you see, we have two growth spurts are seen in people. So first growth spurt occurs intrauterine, which is the fastest growth spurt. Then the second growth spurt is in adolescence. Intrauterine growth spurt is the fastest growth spurt, which mainly occur controlled by insulin. Intrauterine growth spurt is controlled by insulin. Then if you see, the next important thing is about the growth spurts. One, the growth of different organs. If you see, first this is the normal growth, okay, where you see the growth spurt in the adult, this is adolescence, that is in the baby age, that is just after the birth. Now this is the growth of lymphoid organs, which peaks at 8 years of age. Then we have the growth of brain occurs by 90% of growth of brain occurs by 2 years of age. Then we have the gonadal growth, which increases mainly at the puberty. So if you see, first the growth of lymphoid organs peaks by the age of 8 years. It peaks, the growth of lymphoid organs, you will see peak growth by 8 years of age. So because that is the stage where you see physiological hyperplasia of lymphoid tissues. Then we see the growth of brain is almost 90% of growth of brain occurs by 2 years of age. Then we have the gonadal growth, which is seen mostly in the puberty. Then now if you see the important things about growth, so first we will see some important terms. So here embryo is first 8 weeks of life, we call it as embryo. From 9 weeks to embryo is first 8 weeks of intrauterine life. Fetus is 9 weeks of intrauterine life to the rest of the till birth. Neonate is first 28 days of life is neonate. In first 28 days of life. Infant is a baby in first year of life, we call it as infant. 1 to 3 years old child is toddler. 3 to 6 years of old child is preschool, and 10 to 19 years child is adolescent. Then we have to learn some important points about the weight. So weight, in the weight, the first birth weight of an average birth weight of Indian baby is 2.8 to 2.9 kgs. So if you see, average birth weight of an Indian baby is 2.8 to 2.9 kgs. So for example, if you see the age of the baby with birth weight, 5 months of age, the birth weight will become twice. In 1 year, the birth weight becomes thrice. 2 years, the birth weight becomes 4 times. 3 years, birth weight becomes 5 times. 5 years, it becomes 6 times. 7 years, it becomes 7 times. And by 10 years, birth weight becomes 10 times. During first few years of, during first few days of birth, the neonate or newborn loses almost 10% of birth weight. And after that, by the next 10 days, the baby regains his birth weight. By next 10 days, the baby regains his birth weight. By 10 days of life, the baby regains the birth weight. Then baby gains 25 to 30 grams per day for first 3 months. In first 3 months, the baby gains 25 to 30 grams per day, and this will increase to 400 grams of weight per month in 4 months to 12 months. In 4 months to 12 months, it increases 400 grams of weight per month. Then now if you see the formulas, in the formulas, the expected weight of a child if you see, if the child is less than, first, if the child is less than 1 year of age, x plus 9 by 2, where x is the age in months. 1 to 2 years of old child, then 2x plus 8, where x is age in years. 7 to 12 years old child, 7x minus 5 by 2, where x is age in years. Next, if we see height, in the height, so first we will see the birth height. The birth height is equal to 50 centimeters. By 3 months, the baby has 60 centimeters. 9 months, he gains 70 centimeters. 1 year, the height is 75 centimeters. 2 years, 90 centimeters, and 4 to 4.5 years, he will be 100 centimeters. So height gained in first year is almost 25 centimeters, that is equal to 50% of birth weight. Whereas the height, if you see the one-liners, height is doubled by 4.5 years and height is tripled by 12 years. Then from 4 years, the height will increase 6 centimeters per year. Then if you see maximum growth, the maximum growth takes place during first year of life more than puberty. Maximum growth takes place during first year of life followed by puberty. So if you see the length is measured by an instrument called as infantometer. So this is how an infantometer looks like. So length of a baby is measured in the first 2 years of life with the help of an infantometer. Then after 2, that is infantometer, then after 2 years of height of life, we measure the height, then that is stereometer. Then if you see, the expected height of the child is equal to 6x plus 77. Expected height of a child is equal to 6x plus 77. Now we will have to learn about the upper segment is to lower segment ratio. Now in the upper segment is to lower segment ratio, first, upper segment is a part of body which is present above the pubic symphysis. Part of body above the pubic symphysis is upper segment. Lower segment is the part of body below the pubic symphysis. Now if you see, now we have to learn about the various upper segment and lower segment ratios at different ages. So at birth, upper segment is to lower segment is 1.7 to 1.9 is to 1. By 3 years of age, upper segment is 1.3 is to 1. Then by 7 years of age, upper segment to lower segment ratio is 1 is to 1 from 7 to 10 years of age. Then after that, the upper segment to lower segment ratio will be 1 is to 1.1. Then now we should learn about the head circumference. So if you see the head circumference is measured from occipital protuberance to supraorbital ridge of forehead. So head circumference is measured from occipital protuberance to the supraorbital ridge of forehead. Supraorbital ridge of forehead. So maximum head circumference or occipitofrontal diameter is the head circumference. So if you see, not diameter, sorry, it is circumference. At birth, the head circumference is 33 to 35 centimeters. Then by first 3 months, head circumference increases 2 centimeters per month. In 4 to 6 months, the head circumference increases 1 centimeter per month. In 6 months to 12 months, head circumference increases 0.5 centimeters per month. In 1 to 3 years of age, head circumference increases 0.2 centimeters per month. Now, if you see the head circumference in utero, head circumference in utero will be around 0.5 centimeters per week in first 2 weeks. The head circumference increase in utero is 0.5 centimeters per week in first 2 weeks and 0.75 centimeters per week in the 3rd week and 1 centimeter per week to 4 in the fourth week to birth. In fourth week to birth, the increase in head circumference is 1 centimeter per week. Then brain development. In the 1 month of age, 36%, the brain of the baby is 36% of adult size. By 1 year of age, the brain of the baby is 72% of adult size, and by 2 years of age, the brain of the baby is 85% of adult size. Then we have to learn about chest circumference. Chest circumference, if you see, at birth, if we see, the head circumference is equal, chest circumference is equal to head circumference minus 3 centimeters. So if you see, head circumference is more than chest circumference at birth. By 9 months to 1 year of age, head circumference is equal to chest circumference, and after 1 year of age, chest circumference will be more than head circumference. This chest circumference is measured at the level of nipples. Then we have mid-arm circumference. This mid-arm circumference is measured with the help in the middle of the upper arm. It is measured in the middle of the upper arm by Shakir's tape. With the help of Shakir's tape, we measure it. So first we have less than 11.5 centimeters, that is malnutrition, which is put forward by red zone, and green zone is more than 11.5 centimeters. In between that we have 11.5 to 12.5 centimeters, which is borderline, or the yellow zone, which is shown. So if you see, this is more than 12.5 centimeters, mid-arm circumference is normal. 11.5 to 12.5 centimeters, it is borderline. Less than 11.5 centimeters, it is malnutrition. So if you see, this is green, yellow, and actual yellow or orange zone, and this should be red. I drew it wrong. Okay. So because of that, I drew it again. That is red, yellow, and green. Okay. So this is how Shakir's tape actually looks like. Then this Shakir's tape is used in less than 1 year of age. Then from 1 to 5 years of age, mid-arm circumference will be static, that is between 15 to 17 centimeters among the healthy babies, because the fat which is present in the early infancy is replaced by the muscles during this 1 to 5 years of age. As a result, the mid-arm circumference is normal but is constant, but it becomes more muscly. The arm becomes with muscles. Then we have Kanavati index, which is equal to mid-arm circumference into head circumference, that is more than 0.3532 is normal, less than 0.32 it indicates malnutrition. Then we have to learn about the skin fold thickness. In the skin fold thickness, this skin fold thickness, the device is Harpander calipers is used for measuring the skin fold thickness. So this calipers will look something like this. Right now, the areas to be measured in the with this for skin fold thickness, the areas measured are, we measure suprascapular area, subscapular area, biceps, and triceps. And here Tanner's charts are used previously, whereas WHO charts are used now. Previously we used to use Tanner's charts, but nowadays WHO charts are used now. Then we have to learn about growth charts. Growth charts are, first, these are actually graphical representation of anthropometric parameters. So growth charts are graphical representation of anthropometric parameters. We have NCHS growth chart in 1977, CDC growth chart 2000, and WHO growth chart 2006. NCHS is for National Center of Health Statistics growth chart 1977, and Center for Disease Control and Prevention growth chart, which is in 2000. Then we have WHO growth charts. So in the WHO growth charts, This WHO growth charts is preferred for under 5 children all over the world. It is preferred for under 5 children all over the world. This WHO growth charts are based on multi-growth reference study which is conducted in 6 countries all over the world, including India. It is conducted in 6 countries across the world, including India, which include, it is conducted in Brazil, Oman, Norway, Ghana, United States and in India. Here in these countries this study is done in enrolled babies who are exclusively breastfed. The exclusion criteria for this study is maternal alcohol and smoking is the exclusion criteria. Separate charts are drawn for boys and girls, and we have come up with 2 types of charts, growth charts. One, we have got the percentile growth charts, and second, where we measure the babies based on the different percentile like 90th percentile, 50th percentile, 10th and 3rd percentile, whereas we also have standard deviation score or Z score, which is +2, +1, 0 and 1, -1 and -2. Then we have Indian growth charts. Indian growth charts are also present, which are preferred for more than 5 years of age. So these Indian growth charts are mainly of 3 types, which include Indian Academy of Pediatrics growth charts, we have K.N. Agarwal growth charts, and we have Kadilkar growth charts. So this is about the important point about growth of a child. Thank you for watching.